The number one most frustrating phrase uttered routinely today is, "Don't worry, they'll grow out of it." So for the past 10 years, I keep hearing stories of parents who were rightfully concerned about things like their baby's colic and constant crying, chronic ear infections, constipation, and gut issues, developmental delays, missed milestones, and sensory meltdowns, only to find out later on that their gut instincts were right, and these early infant and childhood health challenges are a sign of neurological dysfunction that kids do not usually grow out of. Instead, they grow into chronic illnesses and neurological challenges like sensory processing disorder, autism, ADHD, asthma, allergies, and so forth. So if you've been told to just wait and see if your child outgrows symptoms like extreme fussiness, poor sleep, chronic congestion, constipation, or sensory meltdowns, this video will make you think twice. These conditions have real neurological causes behind them that require proper care that actually addresses the root cause instead of just hoping and waiting for them to go away, which is exactly what we'll be breaking down today. So you'll learn how common childhood conditions like colic, infections, digestive issues, and sensory problems actually stem from neurological dysfunction and nervous system stress. And then finally, we'll explain why neurologically focused pediatric chiropractic care is so essential to not just relieve symptoms, but truly restore nervous system function and get your child on track developmentally. So, the brutal truth is that kids absolutely do not simply grow out of most early childhood condition and phases that traditional pediatricians dismiss as normal and temporary. So why? Because nearly all challenges discussed earlier stem from an underlying neurological cause: stress, dysfunction, and what's called dysautonomia of the central and autonomic nervous system. So frequent congestion and respiratory infections end up becoming chronic illnesses like asthma and allergies. Sensory meltdowns and tantrums, sleep troubles grow into ADHD and SPD, and colic and reflux can lead to digestive struggles, constipation, and food intolerance or allergies. So the cascading effects build on each other and lead from one thing to another. And this cascade of events is what we call the perfect storm. So it all starts with excess neurological stress in utero from a stressful pregnancy, then add potential birth trauma from interventions like forceps, vacuum, extraction, and then a C-section delivery, and then finally throw in early exposure to antibiotics, other medications, toxins, and so forth, and this all triggers inflammation within the body and gut-brain connection. And this all becomes a sequence of traumatic, toxics, and life-altering events that a child goes through early in life that leaves their nervous system stuck in a state of fight or flight and can throw them off track developmentally. So when a child's nervous system gets stuck in sympathetic fight or flight mode, it leads to something called dysautonomia. And at the root of all chronic illness, whether it's digestive, immune-related, or neural development, is this singular problem: dysautonomia. So once you understand the perfect storm in terms like nervous system dysregulation and dysautonomia, moms and dads, you'll have found the answers you've been looking for late at night, trying to explain why your child is so sick and stressed out all the time. So as neurologically focused pediatric chiropractors, our team at Centra Family Chiropractic is trained to recognize how this cascade occurs and then find the real root cause of your child's chronic health challenges by diving deep into their case history and then running an in-depth neurological exam that can find and detect the presence of neurological dysfunction and dysautonomia. So if you feel your child's health struggles are being brushed off as just phases they'll outgrow, trust your mom or dad gut and take the next step in learning about dysautonomia and neurologically focused chiropractic care.